So hey guys, we'll be studying today about sigma bond and pi bond, their difference. Okay, so what are sigma bonds and what are pi bonds? So let's start with a simple definition of a sigma bond and a pi bond. So sigma bond is formed by the partial overlap of what orbitals. How? By their internucleus when they come along their internuclear bond. So, a sigma bond is formed by the partial overlap of orbitals along the internuclear axis. The next type of bond is pi bond. A pi bond is formed by the sideways or the lateral overlap. Sideways or the lateral overlap, like just this, okay? Their lateral overlap so that they form a electron pi cloud of the orbitals. Since the extent of overlapping of sigma bonds is more, so it forms a stable or a strong bond. As compared when the pi bonds are formed, so it is comparatively weaker because they are formed by the lateral overlap. See, they were formed by lateral overlap, so this is quite weaker. Next is they are symmetrical. It's an important that they're symmetrical about their internuclear axis, whereas they're asymmetrical. So what it says that a pi bond is asymmetrical about the internuclear axis. वो internuclear axis के about asymmetrical है, as one of the pi is present above the plane of atoms while the other is present below the plane of atoms. Next point is a sigma bond can be formed alone as well as in a combination of a pi bond. A, now it says like at one time, like in N2 or O2, we can make a sigma bond as well as a pi bond together. We can make a sigma bond as well as a pi bond. But a pi bond is always formed along with the sigma bond. Sigma bond alone भी बन सकता है. We can form only a sigma bond is like in one is overlap. But for pi bond, we need to have one sigma bond. Otherwise, the pi bond will not be formed. A sigma bond can be formed using s, p, and d orbitals. You can use your s orbital, you can use p orbital, you can use d orbital to form sigma bonds. But for pi bonds, only and only p, d, and f can be involved. Okay, let's not talk about it. So we must say, right, s orbitals are never involved. Who are never involved? S orbitals. Whereas in this, s, p, and d both can be. So some structures are given, like this is a d orbital formed with an s orbital. So this is s and d overlap. And this is s orbital and this is the p orbital. So this is sp overlap. Whereas when we come to the pi pi bonds, p pi bonds, so there comes an o overlap. Sorry. So when we come to the p pi bonds, so the overlap that occurs is quite asymmetrical and it occurs with the lateral overlap. In d orbital, it's occurred like this, and in p, it occurred like this. Okay, so free rotations. So last point is the free rotation of atoms about sigma bond is possible. So that the free rotation जो atoms हैं, the atoms that are present, so still their free rotation is possible, whereas free rotation of atoms about d pi p pi bond is not possible. Okay, p pi or d pi bond is not possible.